those quick announcements. So what I want to go ahead and do now is I want to um, share my screen with y'all, and let's get into the charts. Okay. So let's talk about it. Let's actually go over here and let's talk about the news first and what was going on for this week, this first week of January. So guys, it's been amazing. I've been trading since 2017, and it's been amazing for me because I've been able to watch year after year what happens in these markets. And prior to COVID, I was always told, don't trade the last 2 weeks of December, don't trade the first week of January because the markets have no volatility. But if there's any of my trade authority students on the line, can you please let them know that the markets have been extremely smooth, even though there's been a lot of red folders coming out, there's been a lot of news coming out. The markets have been extremely smooth. We've been very, very profitable over these last 3 days, and we're excited about it. The students are making money, we're making money, and that's all we want people to see, how easy things can be. So of course, Monday was a respected bank holiday for all the currencies, given it was the New Year's Day respective to actually January 1st being on Sunday. So we don't really trade on Mondays anyway, as a group. So we didn't get in the markets there Tuesday. The markets were phenomenal, clean. There wasn't any news. It was a little bit slower than normal, but still very profitable. Yesterday, if you was on the review, you knew that we were 6 for 6 on our session. And this morning we had ADP NFP news at 8:15 a.m. and we were 5 for 5. And I'm gonna go over those calls with you on today. Tomorrow, okay, is our NFP news. So I'm kind of out of the market. So Monday, I don't trade really on Fridays like that. But I just want to kind of let you guys know, even with this volatility, even with all of the dollar news coming out, the FOMC, the ADP, NFP news, we're still able to do what it is that we came here to do, which is catch a bag every time we touch these charts. And, with the right mentor and with the right coaches and with the right team, you'll be able to do the same thing. A lot of this, I used to be scared to trade during news. People told me, oh, stay out the market and do this and do that. But nowadays, from just experience and being able to trade with precision, we're able to get in and do what it is that we need to do. So we're very excited about that. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, give me just a second, y'all. Just a second. Let me swing my screens over here. I'm looking at a lot of different screens right now. So give me a second here. And let's jump over here. All right, let's now go ahead and share. All right, we've been extremely profitable and we give God the glory for that. All right. So let's talk about exactly what happened today. And for those of you that are watching and you're not yet trading, let's talk about what it looks like when you are profitable, when you're taking these type of trade setups in the market, and how do we actually assess right these things. So let's talk about that. All right, I want to go ahead and jump into how we even assess and analyze what we do in the market, right? So we first and foremost analyze the dollar index, the US dollar index. Okay, so that's what we were looking at as far as the news is concerned. When the dollar is moving in New York session, then we're able to assess what is happening. We're able to assess what is going on. And with a simple trend line, we're able to see that the market was going up. However, if we hit this replay button and it's back up just a little bit, right? When we hopped on a session this morning, we were seeing, hey, price can potentially turn around. We were at a specific level where we weren't yet sure, even though market structure is giving bullish, right? Never marry a bias. This is something that I teach inside of our training. Never marry a bias. I used to be that person that just used to get married to this, right? And granted, yes, that's where the market went today, but there's times where you get a push up to a level like this, a level of resistance, and then the market drops on you. Put a yes in the chat if that's ever happened to you before, because it's happened to me, right? So we never want to count ourselves out of changing our bias if necessary. And that's something that, I've really mastered, I'd say, in the last like 14, 15 months. Just change, just making sure that I'm getting the overall big picture. Somebody put that in the chat, the overall big picture of what is going on, right? So we were in the market early, about 7:30 a.m., about an hour or so before news. And the students and I and the team, we were watching and we were like, okay, what's happening here? So we got that big rejection, as you guys saw, back to that level. So I was like, oh yeah, it might be turning around. And then once price finally broke out of these highs over here, right? When price broke out of these highs over here, guys, you already know what we did. If you were on the session, put a number one in the chat, because you know what we did. We went in, and any currency that had the US dollar base to the left hand side of the quote, we were able to take buying opportunities on those calls. And we did. We bought USD CAD, and we also bought USD JPY. And I'll be able to show you that here in a second. So this is where current market is. From the time we were on the session to now, the dollar has pushed up about 91 points. So what does that mean for the assets in which we're trading? Let's take a look at those. So USD JPY, this was the trade we were in, and I was looking for a break of structure on UJ, because this one, hold on, this one, it looked like at the time, let's back up. Right before that happened, it looked like we were at a level of resistance, which we were at a key level, and it looked like we were about to get us an M top, right? We looked like we were about to get an M. So I had this coming, I had this bias, like, okay, if price breaks here, then I'll go in for the sell. And that's not essentially what happened. What happened was, again, because the US dollar is based over to the left hand side of this quote, right? We knew that when the US dollar is going up, that UJ is also going to go up. So that's what we did with market structure and price action and all the other confluences that the TTA squad knows from their back office. We were able to go in for the buy. So price broke immediately. It was like 60 pips in like 15 minutes. We went in for the buy, market execution. And I'm going to go down to a lower time frame so you can kind of see those candlesticks, and you'll see, okay, we were able to hit our first level of take profit, and then price is now giving that structures retested. It retested this level, which this would have been a secondary entry from here to continue to follow market structure. So from our entry to now, or to the high of New York session this morning, UJ shot up 141 pips. So please put some fire emojis in the chat if you were able to catch this setup. We definitely caught the bag. My students know, if you even go back in time and you go all the way back to 2018, you'll see that I've literally now been trading UJ for 5 years. It's really important when you understand your pairs, right? And if you don't understand your pairs and you're just jumping all over the place, then you definitely want to, get inside our program so that you're able to develop that trading plan. Because if you don't have the trading plan, then you're just going to struggle. I watch a lot of people jumping all over the place. One day they're trading indices, the next day they're trading commodities, the following day they're trading regular currency. What are you doing so that you can catch the bag, right? So let's talk about the bag at 1 minute for a second, because I want y'all to get this, right? I want y'all to understand, right? The market moves in ticks, okay? What you're seeing here, all right, is points. You're seeing the percentage and you're seeing the pip count, right? So the pip count is the movement. This is what we leverage on to earn money in the markets. What does this mean when we're seeing 100 and what was that number, 118. I want y'all to tally this up. These were the calls we took today, right? So at 118 pips, guys, I need you to understand, current students, people on the line that are not students yet, please follow me right now. 118 pips is what this move was. So our bias was correct, our analysis was correct, and we were able to get into the market. Let me make this nice and big because I want you to see it. Okay, we were able to get into the market and execute. Wonderful. But how do you earn, Coach Max? Let's do this. So guys, at a 0.10 lot size, okay, this is not cents, these are lot sizes. This represent $1 per pip. So just imagine, right, that you leverage $1, you would have earned $118 on just this one here move, guys. Is that not powerful or what? Is that not powerful or what? Right? Now, some would say, okay, that's good and all, but I'm here to make more dollars, coach. Right? How long does this take? Not even, I'll say 1 hour, 2 hours for the most part to get up to this high point. So 2 hours of work, is that worth your time? $100, in a couple of hours, $50 an hour. For some of you, you don't even make that in the day on your job, right? For the time and the hours that you put into somebody else's workplace. Can somebody receive that on the line that I'm talking to you? So let's go 118 pips. Let's say that you had a bigger account and you are able to leverage at least $5 per pip. Right? What does that look like? Okay, let me bust out my calculator real quickly and so we can get those numbers, right? Because I need y'all to understand this is what I did in the beginning. And I told myself, I said, yo, if I was able to do $500 a week on top of my job, right, then I would be able, okay, to go ahead and I would be able to go ahead and get what I need out of the market. So guys, let me give you these numbers real quickly. All right. That's $590. All right. Now, really quickly, guys, over the last couple of weeks, if you were here inside of the Trade Authority and you were taking our signals on the charts live with us and you actually earned and made money from our accuracy, I want you guys to put some fire emojis in the chat really quickly. I want you to light the chat up and let people know that even though you made an investment into yourself to learn, even though you made an investment into yourself to get this long-term mentorship, that you were able to actually earn on the sessions with myself, Ryan, and the team, because this is what we do. This is years of precision, guys, years of us really just practicing and showing y'all how to get the bag each and every day. We have students right now that are actually retiring just off of following us live in the market every day. USD JPY was just one of the calls that we called out. We actually took the Australian dollar for the sell this morning, and we can see that both of the targets here have been smashed, right? We see that 95 pips. Again, if you leverage that for $1, that would have been a $95 trade. If you leverage $10 per pip, that would have been a $950 profit target for you just in 3 hours. Tell me, where can you do that at? Right? And let's not even talk about a bigger leverage. We also went in and we took GBP USD to the downside on this morning, guys. We hit our target for about 75 pips, but really and truly, when we look at from the point of entry to now, GU has moved 129 pips. So just imagine, again, if you leverage $1, that was $129 profit. If you leverage $10 per pip, that'd have been $1,290. Now, again, where can you do that in just a short amount of hours? We do that here at TTA, right? Now, one of my favorite assets to trade is gold. Okay, and I absolutely love gold. Now, while the move here looks short, okay, let's measure this out, and I can actually show you guys from entry to now. This is over 215 pips. Okay, we caught 100 out of that, right? We took 100, so we had a risk to reward of about a 2R, but this actually moved double from where we were. So just imagine you were holding gold the entire time all morning and you had leverage about $10 per pip. This would have been a $2,150 trade. Now I need y'all to light up the chat because I don't think somebody's understanding. This is somebody's monthly check, y'all, in just about 2 hours. This is what we do. Okay, we make sure y'all can see right here where my stop loss was above the previous high. Y'all can see that we were following market structure. We were going in the right direction. Our targets were hit. You know, we're not going in here obviously for the whole move. We do mark off where we're headed as far as previous structure, right? When we hit our target, the market pulled back. We were able to get a secondary entry and take it to the next level of take profit. This is how we trade. Now, if you don't know how to do this, you obviously want to get in. Okay, you obviously want to get in the training. You want to get in the training. Don't let this miss you, right? Don't let this miss you. Imagine being able to sit here and day in and day out, Monday through Friday, be able to secure the bag. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've been retired since the age of 25. I'm 30 now. I'll be 31 this year. I will never work for somebody else another day in my life. I don't have to. I have a skill set, right? And God has blessed me to teach y'all how to also secure the bag with me. Heavy on the with me, right? So I'm excited. This is what we do. You know, shout out to all the Trade Authority students on the line that have been hopping in with us and definitely have been getting the bag with us. I get so excited because I know that this is life-changing information. I know that this is the type of information that some people wish they had years ago. If you only knew better, right? Some years ago, you would have been in here. You would have been right next to us getting it. So if you're watching this, wherever you're viewing this from, make sure that you're able to get it with us, guys. I'm super excited. I'm so glad that y'all have joined us on today. I do want to show you a couple more things that we did take. I believe we were in also Euro USD. So watch this. We were at a level of resistance, right? We were at a level of resistance, and at that level of resistance, we were looking like, okay, there's absolutely no way that price has come to this level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and it's going to break through, right? These are the characteristics of a downtrend, right? When the market just does not want to break these levels, and we saw that, and we were like, okay, we're watching this area, right? And then we saw this other area and we were like, okay, if price comes and breaks this level, okay, I need y'all to watch the setups, right? Because some people post signals, but they post on other people's stuff. We don't do that over here. Okay, I like when we do this in real time so the students know this is what we're watching, right? And why we're watching it. So I was like, okay, if price comes and also breaks these lows and retests this area or breaks out of this area, because sometimes it's a retest, sometimes it's not, right? You have to execute either which way, and let's see what happened. Okay, and then watch the time. 8 o'clock, 8:15, that news came in, right? And it was a complete breakout. We didn't even get a retest here. You didn't get a retest until 9:30. Right? So even if you missed the first initial move, you still would have been able to catch these trades because these were all runners. So from entry to where price went entirely today was over 83 pips, right? And we got out about here, but y'all can see where my previous targets were, right? Heavy on precision, right? So TP1, 2, 3. All right. Now, what would it look like if you were able to get these clear targets every single day, right? What would it look like if you were able to get these clear targets every day? All right, let's talk to you guys about mentorship. Mentorship is very, very important, guys. Not having the right mentor can cost you thousands of dollars. And I know there's some people on the line, all right, that have suffered not by their choice, just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I tell people all the time, don't be the person that allows other people's errors to stop you from securing your future, from stopping you from being the generational curse breaker in your family, right? When I was initially introduced to trading, I wasn't introduced to it properly, but that didn't stop me from going out and getting the correct information. Does that make sense, everybody? You don't want to hold yourself back just because you had one or two bad experiences, or you may have lost money somewhere, or you may have invested into the wrong courses with the wrong teacher. I'm here to tell you, if you need a signal and if you need a sign to get in with the right people, okay, you definitely want to get in with the right people, right? They want to make sure you get in with the right people. So I'm excited, guys. I quickly want to switch my screen over to show you, if I can, if you can just bear with me a couple more minutes. I just want to show you our platform so you guys can see what we have going on right now. What do we have going on? So this is our platform, guys, thetradeauthority.com. You want to head over there right now. If you need mentorship, if you want to catch signals like this, if you want to get in with us and trade with us live during the week, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, you can definitely do that, right? Let this be your last stop for learning how to trade. Now, right now, we have a January 2023 promotion running, right? Where everything on our site, if you click here, is 60% off. In 25 days, this is getting cut off. So if you scroll down, you're going to see our courses. Okay, right now we have a 6-month package available for $4.99, guys. That is a steal. Okay, I'm telling you, this costs $1,200 and it will go back up on the 31st, and you get everything that we have to offer: our live sessions, the trading course information, our market analysis, to me, which alone pays for itself. The signals alone pay for itself. We have our trading strategy, where you learn the trend of the market. You learn the candlesticks, how to get in, how to read the charts, things like that. We work on your mindset, because that's also very important, right? You have to get yourself in position to receive money, right? And also deal with the negatives and the trials and tribulations in your life. You got to understand how to deal with that stuff. And then we have our group chat, we have master classes, and shout out to our study hall educators on the platform. You guys are probably familiar with them, but they help you strengthen what you're already learning in the back office. So we have a 6-month subscription. We have a 90-day subscription for $250 right now. This will go away on what date is that? The 31st of January, this discount. All right. And it's going to go back up to 600. So you definitely want to hop in here. Then our monthly package, you guys can come and check that out. Now, we also have training that Ryan and I did earlier this year, some intensives. We had mentorships, we had boot camps, and each one of these, we taught different types of training, right? Some were live sessions, advanced concepts, fundamentals. We talked about trading plans, helped you with your technical analysis. I taught my exclusive Fibonacci training that's a little bit more advanced. We went into prop firm training for those of y'all that want to get into firms like FTMO, my Forex Funds, E8. We definitely taught the technique and strategy on how to pass, because that's a risk management and trade management training. Your strategy is part of it, but if you don't know how to trade and manage the trades, then there should be no reason that you're trading on large amounts of capital. So we teach that in these trains. We also was teaching MT4 desktop, and in the VIP training, we have some 2-week intensive and some boot camps, which are all on sale. So I'm telling you to come in and grab, right, while you can. Here's why: I will not be mentoring live anymore past June of 2023. Okay, I need y'all to understand. It's just, my time has come to move on to other things. I'm working on a TV channel right now that you guys will be able to stream. the Trade Authority on Roku. I'm coming out with my podcast. I'm on tour. There's other avenues that and other endeavors I'm trying to get into. So I've been in this space 6 years. I have absolutely nothing to prove to anybody in this space. I've made it to a very, very high level, and I give God the thanks for that. But it's time to expand my territory, and I don't feel bad about that. I feel like I've definitely helped the masses, helped over 100,000 people all over the globe on multiple platforms, and it's never an issue to move on, right? So, guys, again, the year has started. We are now already on the 5th day of the year. Do not waste time. I'm telling y'all, especially those of y'all been following me. You've been looking at trading. You've been trying to figure out, how am I going to get or gain an extra income this year, or something to replace my income if I need to or want to or have the desire to get off of my job and go into something else. How can I do that, right, in 2023 and not waste another year, right? Not waste another year, and not waste time. Okay. And not waste time. I absolutely adore my students, by the way. I love you guys so, so much. Especially my older students, right? Because they definitely are proof, okay, that anybody can learn. All right. And I'm so, so grateful to them. Right. So again, what are the updated dates for those? Which one are we talking about? Updated dates for, help me out here. Okay, let me answer some questions. Any questions that you guys may have in the comments, let me answer those questions real quick. Grateful for TTA. I'm so grateful for TTA myself. If we get membership for the live trades, yes, Cam, that will be cutting off as of right now in June. So we will be moving on to more in-person style training that we'll discuss within our program. Okay. I love you guys too. I really do. I love y'all. Y'all know I have so much fun with you guys on these sessions. And I'm just excited because, I just really want to get out there and really see people. I think the pandemic has kind of put us in a place where we've been locked up for too long. And I just want to get into the training. Oh yeah, no, those flyers that you're seeing with those are just the old dates that were on them, but you can click and purchase the content right now. Okay. You can click and purchase. Those are recordings that you can purchase. Okay. If you want live training, you want to click on where it says elite, 6-month, 90-day, or 1-month packages. All right. But other than that, guys, any questions for me? I'll be on a couple more minutes with y'all. Again, to join any of our mentorship programs, you can head over to thetradeauthority.com. Okay. And also remember that we'll be streaming live on Monday. And y'all, I cannot wait to show you guys what we are working on as far as this TV network goes. It's going to be an amazing time. I'm super excited about it because I was on the Xfinity network about a couple years ago. And this was like right around the time I was starting to blow up in the Forex industry. So I wasn't able to actually advertise that I was actually mentoring in the Forex space, because before I was mentoring in the business space, right? So now I'm able to actually have a platform where I can teach you guys about life as a trader, really show you behind the scenes what it looks like and feels like when you're a full-time trader, right? The mindset that you have to have day in and day out when nobody's knocking at your door, for you to wake up and trade, for you to get up and do what it is that you have to do for you. You still have to be responsible. You still have to quote unquote clock in, because if you don't, you won't make any money. So there's a different type of value I feel that I'm going to be able to pour into the up and coming mentors and coaches, the students that are actually doing well and just still need that push. Like, this is so much more coming aside from these live sessions. But for now, I'm here. Take advantage, guys. I feel like if there was never a better time to get connected to me, the time is now. All right. The time is now. Right at this moment, we only trade pre-London and we trade New York session. Okay, pre-London and New York session is what we're doing, but the signals can run at any time of the day. All right, the signals are ongoing. All right. With that being said, you guys, I really don't see any more significant questions, but if you have any, you can drop them within the YouTube channel. You can drop them on the Facebook page, wherever it is I'm streaming to right now. And guys, I love you for real. Happy New Year to you guys. I hope that the Lord blesses you with all that you are in favor for this year. And I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday, back on the channel again for another overview. See you guys. I'm out. Peace.